Hello everybody and happy National Roller Coaster Day. We're here at Chessington, well currently walking to the main bit, but we were about to head over to where they are hosting a very nice and nerdy roller coaster stuff. They've got a whole train of Dragon's Fury. They've got a part of...
Did you really have to go under the tree?
Yes, I had to go under the tree. They've got a part of vampires. What do you call the vampire bit? The top bit of vampire.
Like it's the chain
He gave us the proper words, but our brains kind of fumbled from all the nice stuff. And a track of Mandrill Mayhem, and behind it was a bunch of pieces of paper of how it was built and extra information. So I will probably already be over there, but if not, there will be some videos and photos of it going after this. So I will see you there. Right, so here we are again, and this is amazing. They've got information of Mandrill with the part of the track, the vampire with vampire information, and a part of Ramesses' Revenge with Dragon's Fury. Mum, this is crazy, isn't it? This is crazy. Especially with this, there's quite a lot of stuff in there. Yeah. Also, new resins came out, especially on Roller Coaster Day. These are mad. So here's a very technical piece of the vampire. We had a very nice man with someone. We had a nice spoke with a man. I can't even talk. It's this cool. We've got information of the vampire here. You can see all the parts. We can even tell which part R1 is. This is just spectacular. This is mad. Oh, I like this. They're still trying to fit all the stuff I accidentally bought in there, but this is good. So we've got some parts of Mandrill Mayhem right here with a very old Ramesses' Revenge lap bar. What's this doing here? But we spoke to a kind man, and he said they actually turned the used wheels into a clock, which is really cool. As you can see, some more information about Rattlesnake here. And we're about to go to Dragon's Fury. Look at that, the whole thing is here. And it, of course, broke earlier just over there. Right, so we're at one of the, probably most of the coolest things here. Look at this. Look how close I am. I could basically touch it. I'm not going to touch it though, it's too close. But look, this is mad. And literally, oh mate, seatbelts, everything. Whew, crazy. It's crazy, I say. Crazy. And there's a table, they're selling all the stuff. You could get some raffle tickets to get some stuff. And it's so cool, so cool. I accidentally spent millions. It's mad. That's worth so much, it's just sitting on a table for us to look at. Wow. Wow. Since we learned how the spinning mechanism works, that little bit right at the top there actually keeps it in place. You'll see in a minute actually. They start spinning it afterwards. They do a tiny bit of a spin, ever so slightly, or not, and then that little sound makes it where they spin. That is really, really, really cool. Really cool. You could even see it at the end. If you look really carefully, you could just see that bit keeping them in place. And it actually unlocks and locks again. So if you hear that tiny little sound, if you're about to hear here, it's not just that, it's actually like that. That little is where it lets it out to spin. I'm pointing in the air because I'm zooming in. So cool. Super cool. So what Chessington actually also did was a bidding auction whilst we are being silly and dropping stuff rather than falling over air.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they did a bidding auction which was very expensive, but we were able to win a reserve and ride. I can't even talk. Reserve and ride sign, which is definitely going to be a memorable thing for us because A, Scorpion Express, and B, we used to go in that queue quite a lot for reserve and rides, so it's going to definitely go nicely into my collection, and it's going to be a very memorable thing because I was staring at that quite a lot when I was younger. But yeah, we're just putting our stuff back in the car because it's gotten really heavy, but we will be back in the park. Right. Oh, okay, my hands are really weird. Why are we going up the hill and down the hill is the real question. But we've just gotten off of the legendary 35-year-old vampire designed by John Wardley.
I did some great filming.
Grace did some great filming, which will depend on what it'll be. But we finally got on a roller coaster. I dragged him on one, finally got on one. Grace didn't go on, typically, but Mum did. How did you feel on the vampire?
Today, so it was okay. I coped.
It was really good, really good, especially for National Roller Coaster Day. So that's really nice. But it is 2 o'clock, so we're going to head over to talk to some different mechanics because they've switched shifts, so we're going to hear some different stories from them. So I will see you back over there. So that brings us back here to my house and my very theme parky room. And I have to say that was one of the best celebrations of National Roller Coaster Day I've ever done. And I really liked how Chessington put out Dragon's Fury, Vampire, and that Mandrill Mayhem stuff. It was really cool and really nice to see. I was able to get some stuff with my leftover birthday money from last month, and now going into the Collection of Doom. The atmosphere was amazing and we were able to get some rides in. It was also really nice how we got to speak to some of the engineers talking about the apprenticeship and all the parts of it, which we were able to locate where the chain and my wheel for the Vampire would have went, which was really cool. You got to see how Dragon Fury spins. I never knew that. I never ever knew that until today. And the engineers were really nice and just overall outstanding. I was kind of just pointing out in the Vampire queue line where our stuff would have been and what it looks like compared to it being right at my face versus really far away. We were even able to collect some new resins that they released, I think today or a couple of days ago, which should go brilliant into my cabinet right here. It was even better seeing Frazzle working again, and it was really nice to know how Frazzle got its name. And I didn't know it was actually in Dragon Falls, where Tiger Rock is. It used to be there before it changed to Tiger Rock. And yeah, there you go. See, look, it works really well. Anyway, that is the end of our adventure, and it was going to be brilliant. But I hope you enjoyed coming with us, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.